Welcome to the show. My name is Brock Page, and I do random sports picks for fun. Charlotte's at Eastern Michigan for a 6:30 contest. The betting opened up with Eastern Michigan as the 12.5 point favorites, and the total at 56.5. Since then, Eastern Michigan is now minus 13, with the total moving upward to an even 57. Currently, Eastern Michigan's laying 525 on the money line, and at the moment, just 22% of the action's on Charlotte to get the job done. I'm not expecting too much scoring in this one. I'm not looking for a crazy upset either. I'm going to fully agree with the betting public and take Eastern Michigan minus 13.5. Now, when it comes to the scoring, however, I'm fully expecting a snooze fest if you happen to catch this game on ESPN, the Ocho, or whatever channel is going to have this one. Give me the under 57 in this one. I'm predicting a final score of 28-13 Eastern Michigan. Next game I have for you, it is going to be Navy at Florida Atlantic for an 8 o'clock Eastern start at FAU Stadium. The betting in this one opened up with the Navy midshipmen as the 17-point favorites, and the total at 69 points. Since then, the early money came pouring in on FAU to cover. Right now, Navy's just minus 9.5 against the spread, with the total moving downward to 67.5. Currently, the midshipmen are laying 370 on the money line, and at the moment, 70% of the action's on Navy. All right, folks, I absolutely love that opening number on Navy at minus 17. I think that line is super sharp. Navy's slow, methodical pace will definitely warrant a 3-score victory. I'm loving the action on the spread in this one. I'm also in full agreement with the current action. Give me the Navy midshipmen minus 9.5 on the road. That said, I'm in full disagreement with the bettors when it comes to the total. I think this one gets over the 67.5. I'm predicting a final score of 44-26 Navy. Next game, Washington comes all the way out to New Jersey to take on Rutgers for an 8 o'clock start. The betting opened up with the Huskies as the 31-point favorites, and the total at 53. Since then, Washington's now minus 27 against the spread, with the total moving downward to 51 total points. Currently, there are no money line odds being offered for this contest as of yet, and at the moment, 57% of the action's on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights to get the job done against the spread. Folks, I'm going to make no mistake about it. I am expecting a full-on massacre in Piscataway. This game will not be pretty, and Washington could very well put this game over the total themselves. That said, I'm in full disagreement with the betting public. I don't know what you guys are thinking. Washington on paper is much better than 4 touchdowns in this one. Give me the Huskies minus 27, getting the job done against the spread with the over 51. I'm predicting a final score of 52-7 Washington. Next game I have for you, it is going to be Colorado State versus the Colorado Buffaloes for an 8 o'clock Eastern start at Sports Authority Field. The betting in this one opened up with the Buffaloes as the 8-point favorites, and the total at 66.5 points. Since then, the Colorado Buffaloes are just minus 6 against the spread, with the total moving slightly downward to 65.5 total points. Currently, the Buffaloes are laying 220 on the money line, and at the moment, 63% of the action's on the Buffaloes to cover. All right, okay, so although the Buffs are favored, this Colorado State Rams team had a great offensive showing last week against Oregon State. They have a high-powered offense and a Swiss cheese defense. This one's getting over, and I think the Rams have enough firepower to keep it close. I think Colorado State plus 6 gets the job done against the spread with the over 65.5. I do think the Colorado Buffaloes win this one outright at home, or at Sports Authority Field. I'm going to make a rare money line football play on this one. Give me Colorado minus 220, getting the job done for some money line cash. I'm predicting a final score of 35-31 Colorado Buffaloes. Next game, Utah State travels to Wisconsin to get pummeled in a non-conference showdown. Wisconsin opened up as the 33.5-point favorites, and the total at a low 49 points. Since then, the Badgers are minus 26.5, with the total moving upward to an even 51 points. Currently, we still have no money line odds being offered in this one, and at the moment, just 35% of the money is on the Utah State Aggies to cover that massive spread. Once again, I really like that opening line on the spread. I think a 5-touchdown cushion was a really sharp line, a very appropriate line. I think this line movement is very advantageous for Badger bettors at the moment. If you're liking Wisconsin, get that money in right now, because I don't see this spread getting down to 25 points or lower. I'm going to take advantage of it now. Give me the Wisconsin Badgers, minus 26.5, getting the job done against the spread. I'm also in full agreement with the betting public when it comes to the total. I'm going to take the over 51 in this one. I'm predicting a final score of 42-14, Wisconsin. All right, folks, I'm going to slide into my next and final game for the show. Boston College at Northern Illinois for a 9:30 start at Husky Stadium. The betting opened up with BC as the 3-point favorites and the total at 47 points. Since then, Boston College remains -3 against the spread, with the total moving upward to 52 total points. Currently, the Boston College Eagles are laying 160 on the money line, and at the moment, just 41% of the action's on Northern Illinois. I think this is a very good test for BC on the road here. I do, however, think they completely outmatch and outclass this Northern Illinois team. I'm going to have to agree with the bettors on this one. I'm taking Boston College -3 to get the job done against the spread. But when it comes to the total, I think that opening line was pretty sharp. I'm going to disagree with the betting public on the scoring. I think this one stays under the 52. I'm also taking another rare money line football play here. Give me Boston College -160, winning it outright for some money line cash. I'm predicting a final score of 27-23 BC. Well, folks, that is going to do it for me. But before I get out of here, I have to remind you that I am not a sports betting expert, nor do I implore you to take any of my picks. A wise man once said, good ain't free, and free ain't good. If for some reason you decide to use the free information on this program, you're utilizing it at your own discretion. Most importantly, if you're betting any of these games, do it safe, do it responsibly, and most important, have fun. For Brock Page Productions, I'm Brock Page, and have yourself a positive day.